everyone, welcome to our Popsicle channel. I'm Major.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
It has been a long time since last time we update our show.
I know it's been like 2 weeks. I'm so sorry for listeners who are listening to us. We haven't forgot about our show.
Yes, we're just a little bit busy at the meantime.
Yeah, we're entering a new phase, our life stages. So we need to adjust our main thing, along with this Popsicle channel.
Yeah, as we got our own jobs, so we have to manage the thing, like how it goes and editing and content writing, but we have our promise there. We will update the new episodes from time to time. Yeah.
Once every week.
Maybe. I'll try my best. If I'm super busy.
We have to, if you're super busy, just, throw your things with me. I can do it. Aww. So it's a solid promise. Once every week.
If we
both are really, really busy, and we'll let you know on our Facebook page and on our Instagram.
And if you want to be one of us, you're very welcoming.
We don't have any profit yet, so I'm not sure if we can hire anyone yet.
We're not hiring, we just need some volunteers.
Okay, yeah, volunteers are very welcome.
Volunteers wanted.
So what kind of volunteers would you want? For me, it's probably like someone who probably can speak Chinese, and someone who probably likes to watch dramas.
And for me, I need an editor.
Yeah, but we all can learn.
Yeah.
Isha can teach you how to edit.
Well, I'm not an expert, but I learned by myself, so I'm sure.
This will be a valuable experience for our volunteers, especially when you need something on your resume. So come on. Okay, so this week we're opening a new program after our show. It's called Binge With Us. Unlike the dramas we've already watched, we invite our audience to start a TV journey with us and listen to our discussions on the plots as we go along. Just like if you have listened the Potterless podcast, it's a really famous podcast. I really recommend it.
They send you the money, the advertising money.
Oh no. It's all free ads.
Oh wow!
So if the Potterless podcast also listen to us, come on, let's do some reciprocal advertisements.
That is so kind of you. Free advertising.
Oh, always. So the first drama that we're sharing for Binge With Us is a mystery, a comedy in an Asian setting. The name of the drama is The Joy of Life. To be honest, I really don't like the English translation name.
Yeah, like there's nothing related with the joy of the life. Kind of, but nah.
Yeah, so the Chinese name of the drama is called 庆余年.
庆余年, yeah. It's from红楼梦, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Hong Kong is like the one of the best literature in the great Chinese history.
Yeah, the name is from it, but there's nothing related to it, so it just sounds fancy. Yeah.
But The Joy of Life, it certainly doesn't show you what the drama means, and also it doesn't show you the beautiful of Chinese characters.
Nah, it's too limited.
So
English was.
It's too limited. Yeah, I agree. So in brief synopsis, my Siri just popped up.
Hi Siri, how are you doing?
Stop it, or otherwise it's going to pop up again. So in brief synopsis, in one's author, a dying man travels through time and lands his soul on a newborn baby, who's also, this baby is named Fan Xian.
范闲 is not a good name in China, in Chinese meaning.
What does it mean?
It's like, it's hated by everyone.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's hated by everyone. 范闲. But his brother's name, okay, which we'll cover later. I thought it was funnier. So this baby, it's happened to be the 私生子.
私生子 means the secretly. What do you call 私生子 in English?
I don't think there's a word for 私生子. It happened to be the 私生子 in big family. So 私生子 is like, so say I'm married, but I have a secret child with another lady.
Okay.
And then I don't want to approve this child as my son. So he is my 私生子.
But I think in the old time, it is okay to have more than one wife. Like, it's okay to have concubines.
It's okay to have concubines, but I guess it just means that his father doesn't really want to approve him as his child.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
His name is Fan Xian, so obviously.
His name is Fan Xian.
Yeah.
Fan Xian, yeah. So he's from the Fan's family.
Fans, oh.
Yeah. So let's just like short this as Xian because his brother is also named Fan Jian.
No, 范思哲.
His dad is Fan Jian.
Yeah, Fan
His
Jian.
brother is Fan Sizhe. And then so there are so many Fan's characters. So let's just short Fan Xian, the main character, as Xian. So note that the time of which Xian is living is purely fictional, and there's no historical reference to the setting when the story is created. The story describes how modern values clashes with the Chinese old traditional customs. Like we all know that Asian Chinese bow and knees for higher ranks. It also has the ambitions to talk about the deeper conflicts, such as slaves are not meant to have their own development. They're all meant to serve their masters for lifelongs.
Yeah,
like, I know when Xian first got into the big family, everyone just like, I live for you, I die for you. Their slaves were like, I live for my master, I die for my masters.
Yeah, they're kind of like objects for the family they're serving with.
Such as, I remember like Xian's slaves, like they were saying, I die for you, I live for you, you're just like my only master for all my life. So something like that.
Yeah, it was so funny that like, all the slaves is trying to make him happy, but Xian, as a man from the modern society, he says we should be equal, like we all should be equal.
And then they were like, what does it mean to be equal?
Like, they were so scared.
Yeah, I remember. And then until the point when Xian was like, you guys just like get out.
Yeah. I like quiet.
I don't want to see you guys here.
Yeah. And they will be, oh, that's better.
It's kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not really common in the modern world.
No, not really.
Everyone should be equal, yes. And I think Xian was living with his grandma when he was young in this drama.
Yeah, and his grandma is quite funny as well.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting lady.
Yeah. And he wasn't able to live with his dad until 18 or something. Yeah,
fully grown adult.
So yeah, because Xian is a 私生子, a secret born son of his dad, he was only able to live with his grandma. And then it's quite odd that his dad has never visited him once.
And then the reason why he's living with his grandma is because his mom is killed.
Yeah. By someone.
Like, we can't tell you. Well, I don't know who is it.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, even I finished the whole season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the first season. And now they're making the second season coming up, I think, next year.
Yeah, and his dad lives in Beijing. And because he's a 私生子, like his dad obviously don't raise him in Beijing.
Yeah, but it wasn't yet to be called Beijing.
Yeah.
Not in the drama. It's called, it's where the palace placed,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
the capital city.
The capital city. We all know that's the capital city.
Yeah.
When he's young, he studies poisons. So he has two teachers. From one teacher, he studies poisons, and like that's to how to set poisons so others don't notice, and how to notice that your food is poisoned.
Yeah. And the teacher literally just poisoned him every single day.
Yeah.
Let him try.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Through practical studies.
And they went to the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just take a body and do and cutting out the body and see how the body parts look like. And he was like super young back to that time.
I know, dissections.
Yeah, but it is okay because he is an adult in his spirit.
In his look.
Yeah. In his look, he's like 6 or 7. Yeah.
And then while he was learning poisons, he also learns martial arts from his mom's slave. So remember that we said slaves are meant to go with your masters for lifelong. So after the mom dies, the slaves is meant to protect Xian from being hurt.
Yeah, not only serve his mom for lifelong, but the whole family.
For lifelong.
If he's not die, he just keeps serving by generations. Yeah.
But this slave is kind of special. He's probably the best kung fu guy in the city.
Yeah, we don't know why.
You don't know why?
Yet.
What do you know?
Later you'll know why he can serve his mom and now he's serving Xian.
I because my mom has watched it and my aunts, I know so many of my friends have watched this drama. I was like the only one in my circle who hasn't. And so there's one part I guessed and they said, you've got that one right. Okay. Let's not talk about this. So at when he's fully grown, he noticed that someone tries to kill him, and he knows that he needs to go to the Beijing, the capital city, to reveal more story about himself and to reveal the massive plots that is going on against him. So far, that's like the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's quite confusing at the beginning because it was in the modern world and suddenly it was like a kung fu something in the bamboo forest. And back to the old time, there's a baby.
Yeah, it's a pretty complicated and big settings as a drama. And on the way to Beijing, someone attempts to execute him but fail. This killer is from 监察院.
监察院 is like a police office or FBI.
A police office with, I think it's more like a department of criminal investigations. So that's what 监察院 is.
Yeah.
So from this criminal investigation department, his name is
Teng Zijing.
Shall we name him as Teng?
Teng? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because he's the only one had the surname Teng in this drama, so we can name him.
Okay.
Teng.
And Xian is pretty angry about this attempt and guessed it could be one of his dad's concubine, or shall we call him his stepmom?
Yeah, because I don't know if his dad has other concubines.
So his stepmom putting obstacles at first, worried that he could take over his son's place, like not Xian, but Fan Sizhe, which is his brother.
So Fan Sizhe is the Chinese name of Versace.
Versace, okay. Yeah. Her son Sizhe, it's a pure comedian. Like not only the character, but also the actor himself is a comedian, is a famous comedian.
Yeah.
Who seems to be a bit dumb, a bit cute, but he's very smart in money. So
good at math.
Yeah, very good at math. Xian also meets her younger sister, who's the smartest girl in the city, and she knows every big family of the city, every big family in the city.
Yeah.
Before Xian arrives, Teng said Xian has arranged marriages with a lady called Lin Wan'er.
The killer didn't tell him the name, but tell him
he has an arranged marriage.
Yeah. And the lady is a 私生女, which means a secret born daughter from someone else.
See, that's why they're quite matched. And then so the killer, the Teng, becoming good friends with Xian. Becoming good friends with Xian, and then the Teng also has some secrets, like some secrets that he doesn't know. So he asks Xian to find it out for him.
Yeah, it's really complicated.
That's why they become like best friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, Xian wouldn't be interested in arranged marriages. Once he arrives, he meets a beautiful girl in a local temple. All Xian knows about her is that she likes to have barbecued chicken thighs.
Yeah, she was putting
a
chicken thigh under the table of the temple. And I was like, where do you find it?
I know. And it's barbecued.
Yeah.
It's not just like a random chicken thigh. So Xian stores the chicken thigh for a few days.
In a box.
Not in a refrigerator.
Yeah.
In a box for a few days as their 定情信物.
定情信物 That's something.
定情信物, it's like the ring when you give to your boyfriend or girlfriend. It's something that defines your relationship or defines your confession. So he thinks about her chicken lady for all day long, hoping that he would cancel his arranged marriages. Chicken lady. Let's call her chicken lady. Or what would you call her?
Chicken thigh lady. That's the literal translation, but
literal translation.
Fried chicken lady. Not fried chicken.
Fried chicken lady.
You
were saying lady? KFC lady.
Okay, whatever, but chicken lady.
Hoping that he would cancel his arranged marriages and marry with her chicken lady. So that's like he doesn't know who Lin Wan'er is. On the other hand, we all know that the chicken lady is the one Xian sets marriages with, who like the chicken lady is Lin Wan'er. And she also fall in love with Xian at first sight, hoping to find Xian, like because she doesn't know who Fan Xian is.
Yeah, they met each other twice and they didn't know each other's name, and they fell in love with each other. I was like, come on.
It's not hard to ask their names.
Yeah, even at the second time.
I know, it took about like 15 episodes to finally reveal that this lady is the one you set marriages with. Like this lady is the one you're going to marry. It's just like, why does it take so long? So obviously the girl, Wan'er, she wants to find Xian to cancel the marriages, but didn't succeed. After a long curiosity, after like 50 episodes, Xian pretends to be a doctor and to take a look at Wan'er. Like he's very curious about who Wan'er is. And he recognized her voice and finally realized she is the chicken lady he's been looking for this long. So does the chicken lady.
Yeah. And the reason why Xian can pretend a doctor enter the Wan'er's room is because Wan'er has
sick
in her lungs.
Yeah,
she coughs all day and cannot go outside. Coronavirus.
In 2020, yes, I was going to say. In 2020, we call it COVID-19.
Aww.
Perfectly. So maybe COVID appears a long time ago.
Oh, maybe. Because of chicken leg problem.
Yes. So though this chicken lady is quite sick, like we just said, and cannot catch a cold, she opens her window for Xian to sneak in every night. That's just so sweet.
But that would go really wrong in the ancient time.
Yes, because you're not meant to see who you're going to marry before your marriages.
And you're not meant to see a girl who hasn't get married.
Yeah, and you're not meant to go into a girl's room
Yeah, like even for the doctor, the girl need to sit inside the bed, and there's a curtain thingy.
to
Yeah,
cover the girl's face.
yeah,
And that is because like if a unmarried guy meets with a unmarried girl, that would just like ruins the girl's reputation. The
all
so
those kind of
probably
things.
things that our audience wouldn't understand.
Well, they're quite good at understanding, I'm sure.
A good news for Xian is the chicken lady is actually the secretly born daughter. Like
Yeah,
we've already talked about this of the princess of the current princess. So she belongs to the royal family.
yeah, but the princess is so abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't
She
married.
like and she wasn't married, but she does have a marriage under the table, and
Yeah.
then so she couldn't tell the public that she's married and she has a daughter.
So the daughter was named as a princess, I think. 郡主.
So I, who married with Lin Wan, the chicken lady, will have the power of controlling underpants.
We call it underpants because in Chinese it's called 内裤. And the pronunciation is exactly the same with underwear in Chinese.
Yeah, underwear. But it's actually the internal budget. It's like the internal affairs,
Mm-hmm.
Department of Internal Affairs. Um, this underpants power are wanted by 太子.
Yeah,
太子 is the future emperor,
yeah.
and not only by the 太子, but also by other princes, like the second prince.
And 太子 wasn't the oldest son of the emperor. I think he's the youngest.
Yeah,
So
he
the
is
second
the
prince
youngest.
was quite jealous about that.
Yeah, and 太子 is on the prince's side.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who have watched 甄嬛, The Legend of 甄嬛 and 如懿, probably know that in a palace drama there are so many groups, there's so many sides you can pick.
Mm-hmm.
So the future emperor, the 太子, and the second prince, they both reach out to Xian, hoping to get him more, hoping to get to know him more.
I think one of them trying to kill him.
One
So
of the
that's
太子
why
side, I think.
I don't think 太子 wanted to kill Xian, but I think the princess,
Wants to kill him.
yeah, because there's two reasons. One is that Xian is going to marry her daughter, and obviously the princess doesn't want that. And then the princess was controlling the underpants,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't want to give it to Xian.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the main reason.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't know yet. Like if we only go through the first 15th episode, we won't
You
know
don't know
yet.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know it, right? Like, frankly speaking, you know it.
Yeah.
And looks like, for me, so far, it looks like to me that Xian has picked a side on the second prince.
You think so?
I think so.
No, I don't think Xian has already picked a side because Xian only adopts that 太子, so the future emperor wants to kill him, but he didn't to know why. So he was trying to find out. And for him, the second prince was in a way harmless for him. So he is kind of like lower his, what do you call it?
Dignity.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So there are so many guesses that we can make while we are watching this drama.
Mm-hmm.
When Xian is on his way to meet the second prince, he experiences the second round of secret attack.
That was a hot
His bodyguard, his bodyguard, Peng, from the previous attack, lost his life by protecting Xian. Xian is lucky to be survived, and later he found out that the second round killer is a spy from other country and has immersive power.
Yeah, it's from the neighborhood country called Beiqi.
Beiqi, that's right.
It's kind of complicated that Beiqi killer was good friends with Teng's son.
The Beatty killer and his son. Yeah, because his son is just too nice.
He's young, he's naive. So he doesn't know anything. And Teng, he wasn't meant to be killed in this murder. It's not planning like that, because the
It's not
killer
planned.
was only meant to kill Fan Xian.
Yeah, but so accidentally, Teng was killed, and his son and this killer developed a pretty good friendship. So yeah, it's kind of confusing, but when you watched it, you'll be cleared up. So
Yeah.
Xian is obviously very saddened by his friend's loss. So he was so angry, and he executed the killer in public, the Batesy killer in public. Later, he was told that a girl from the greenhouse is also a spy.
The greenhouse.
The greenhouse. Yeah, we haven't covered this in our previous episode. So in ancient time, a man can have multiple concubines, and then there is a place for males to have fun, to have that kind of fun.
Well, I think there's girls dance for them, also writing poetry like with them, and not just like only that thing. Yeah.
But it is known for that thing, for that kind of service.
Yeah. If you get it,
a girl from the green,
you know it.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that thing. The PG-18 thing.
Yeah.
So the girl from the greenhouse, she's also a spy. Xian happened to know the girl because of the second prince. He and his new bodyguard, a guy who isn't very good at martial arts, but who works at the 监察院. So he has many sources on everything, really.
Yeah.
On the intelligence.
His name is Wang Qinian.
Yep, Wang Qinian. So he begins a new journey to hunt for this greenhouse girl, greenhouse spy, as she may know the secrets behind this big plots. So yes, as the main character, of course, Xian chases her and arrests her. In the pending investigation, the girl tells Xian who is behind this, and I don't know the name. Yeah, I'm sure you would know the name by now. I don't know the name. Xian chases her and arrests her, and Wan's best friend also confirmed his name.
Do you know the name yet?
I don't know the name. So by overhearing the conversations between the greenhouse spy and the secret man, confirms that the greenhouse spy is telling the truth.
Right. So, do you know the secret man's relationship with anyone in this drama?
I don't know.
Okay.
I only know that he seems to be very, very powerful.
He might be powerful, but yeah, I think you will get it after watching the next episode of the drama. After 16th or 17th.
Okay, that's close. That's very close.
Yeah, you'll find it out.
So let me make a guess. So my first guess is Fan Xian is not actually belongs to Fan's family. He's actually the emperor's 私生子, the emperor's secret son. The second guess, I'm gonna.
Then why the secret guy wants to kill him?
Because he knows that he could be one of the prince that ask for the emperor, like ask for who might be a threat to the 太子.
Okay, so in that way, 太子 would be the secret man.
I don't opt out for this option.
Okay.
I think there is a possibility that 太子 has this power, has a possibility to become the secret man.
Right. So what's the second guess?
The second guess is that the secret man, I think he's from the royal family because he's pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has something to do with the emperor. He could be someone who works really near the emperor, like the eunuch the emperor's eunuch. Or he can be the slave. His mom's no, wait, doesn't make sense. I was gonna say he could be his mom's slave, or his martial arts teacher, but no, that doesn't make sense. I know. I guess I'll have to find out.
Well, remember how I told you about the princess? Do you think it's someone related to the princess?
Then that's 太子.
Well, you'll find it out by yourself.
All right.
Good try. Good
Sure.
try.
Or someone who wants the 内裤 power. So that's still a gang. That is still quite related to the 太子.
Yeah, the 太子 group. Picks the species. Yeah, see, that's
I guess
why
we'll find out.
Yeah, that's why you think Fan Xian choose the second son's group, second prince group.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people in Taizi's group. They could be a killer or could be the one who wants to kill Fan Xian. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't think that the second attack is related to the second prince, even though he is very suspicious in this.
Okay, there's a little detail in the second kill or the second murder. So the background is about the second prince is trying to invite Fan Xian to the greenhouse. So the second prince is the only one who knows if there's no one spying on Fan Xian. The second prince meant to be the only one knows that Fan Xian would go on that street and pass the place that the Beiqi's killer would appear.
Yeah, but I already know that it's not only the second prince knows about that, but also the greenhouse spy also knows about it. So the greenhouse spy is also the Beiqi spy. So she actually got really involved in this.
So the greenhouse spy might be used by the second prince or the Taizi or someone else.
Agree. So yeah. So we need to find out who the secret man is.
Yep. So if you want to know what happened next, please stay tuned and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, that's a good one. Bye.
Bye.